Okay, so it's about time I finally made the long requested and long overdue pickups video from my time in Tokyo. I've been back for about 3 months now, so I've had some time to sort of wear these pieces I picked up, get a feel for them, see if I regret the purchase or not. Yeah, I got a few things, didn't go too crazy, but you know, a good amount of stuff. All of it's in black. It's kind of how I dress these days. It's a little bit boring, but you know, it's what I like. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. Before we get into that though, I'd just like to thank you for the support on the Tokyo vlogs, on the Japan vlogs. It was a short but sweet series. I wish I filmed more, but I like to think we got some good content out of it. Everybody enjoyed, and with a formal welcome to my channel officially. It's nice to sit down in front of the camera. When I was on holiday, it was a bit overwhelming to start vlogging and have it sort of, you know, pointing at my face in a traditional sense while I was out and about in the streets of a foreign country. That aside, once again, thank you for supporting those videos, and let's get into the pickups. So the first piece I'm going to be talking about is this fleece-lined shell jacket that I picked up from Roku in Nakameguro. Really cool store. Unfortunately, I couldn't vlog it as I wasn't allowed, but great store. If you're in Nakameguro, if you're in Tokyo, you should give it a visit. So this is just a basic fleece-lined shell jacket, just from some like dead stock. I don't even know, just from factory or some shit made in China. It's nothing crazy. You can probably pick this up on eBay for quite cheap. I most definitely overpaid for it, but it is what it is. I just thought something like this would be good for the British weather. I'm from London, if that wasn't clear. It's rainy, cold, wet here, like most of the time. I haven't got anything waterproof and warm in my closet on rotation, so this was just a nice pickup. Got a lot of pockets, bit of utility. It's got these like breathable vents on the underarms, a lot of those kind of details. But again, nothing crazy, just something light. I do kind of regret buying it. I've worn it once or twice, only when I sort of had to for the weather, but that is the intention I bought it with. So I don't know, see if I get much wear out of it. If not, then nothing you can do about it. So the second piece of outerwear I picked up is this military stank collar jacket from Loewe. It's super long, won't even fit in the frame right now. And I don't have anything like this in my wardrobe currently, so I was excited to pick something up on the longer side of things. I grabbed this maybe on my first or second day out in Tokyo from United Arrows and Sons. It was a bit of an impulse purchase. I recognized the piece from a video I watched by Jason here on YouTube. He does similar kind of like fashion and vlog content in Tokyo. He's part of Kenijima's Fujiday team. I remember he picked this up one of his earlier videos and I recognized it, so I gave it a try. I quite liked it. And after about 20 minutes of deliberating, I decided to pick it up. Haven't had a chance to style it yet due to the weather here in the UK. It was quite hot when I got back. But as we're slipping into the fall season now, it's getting a bit colder here. I'm looking forward to having a chance to try it out. In terms of quality and detail, it's made from an 80% cotton, 20% nylon blend. It's got YKK zippers and some nice snap closure buttons to it. In addition to that, the back of the jacket comes by default in this sort of fishtail cut, which you can adjust with the string here at the back. And you also have the option to cuff the fishtail with the closures on the back of the jacket, taking a few inches off the total length and changing the silhouette slightly. I think I'll probably wear this with some 517s and just a pair of like low silhouette sneakers. Again, I'm still not too sure yet. Definitely could layer it with a hoodie as well as it gets even colder. But as I have a chance to wear this more and incorporate it into some outfits, I'm sure I'll be able to have some fun with it. So the final piece of outerwear I picked up is this boxy, oversized drag jacket, kind of windbreaker style piece from Stein. I grabbed this towards the end of the trip in a store called Carol in the back streets of Harajuku or Shibuya, I think. I went there twice, and it was my second time there when I decided to pick this up. I tried it on, and I remember the staff member told me it's currently on sale, because I think this is a display piece or a sample piece, something along the lines of that. So it was around 30 or 40% off. I'm not too sure, but it was quite a significant amount, enough to make me pull the trigger on it. But in terms of quality and details, the jacket is made of 100% polyester with a nice soft sort of silk-esque lining to it on the inside, similar to that of a suit blazer. It has a YKK zipper, which I actually don't like. Maybe it's due to the cut and design of the jacket, but I find this one gets stuck a lot, and I'm always constantly struggling to zip it up. It also has these adjustable elastic cuffs on the bottom of the jacket, which allows you to change the shape of it a little bit. I always have it slightly cuffed to fit tight on my waist, as I think as I got in a size 2, it's slightly too big for me. At the time, I was a fan of the more oversized silhouette, whereas now I prefer something a bit more fitted. So that's just something I have to compromise for. But overall, this is a great jacket. I've been wearing it a lot. It's definitely one of my everyday runners, and I'm gonna get some great wear out of it. Before I picked this up, Stein is not a brand I knew much or anything of at all. It was only until after I picked up the jacket, I did some research into it. They've got some great pieces. I believe this is from their spring-summer collection, or either, yeah, their spring-summer collection. So I think it was on sale as they were getting the new fall-winter stuff in. Yeah, the brand seems really cool. It's definitely one I'm going to look into a bit more. And when I'm next in Tokyo, I'd love to check out more of their pieces. Okay, so moving on from outerwear, the next set of pickups are going to be a bunch of tees that I picked up. I was quite boring in this department, so I'm wearing one right now as well. This is just a basic tee from Family Mart in a size XL. I initially bought these when I got really hot and sweaty in the humid heat. I went to the convenience store. I just wanted a quick black tee to throw on, and I picked one up. Initially I got one in a size L. It was actually a bit too small for me. Then there was another occasion where I also wanted to grab a t-shirt after being out all day, and we didn't have a chance to go back to our accommodation. So I grabbed one of these again, and then I ended up picking up 6 of these in size XL. They're by no means anything special. It's just a very basic tee from a convenience store, but they have been my everyday tee ever since I bought them, and for the past 3 months now. I just throw them on and I'm good to go. Basic black tee, goes with everything. It's got some nice external stitching details. The cut's okay. Some of them I washed and they shrunk a bit, and they turned out to fit me better than the ones that hadn't shrunk. This tee is actually part of Family Mart's Family Wear line, which is their sort of in-house clothing line, which has a bunch of products which change throughout the seasons, available at a convenience at most of their stores. It's actually ran and headed by the owner and designer of Facetasm. So he's been doing their designs for the line for a while now. Again, aside from that, it's nothing crazy. It's just a basic black tee that I've been wearing a lot. I found them, they fit me okay. I just got lazy and I couldn't be bothered to hunt down any tees while I was in Tokyo, because these just did the job. They'll do for now until I find something better at sort of equally affordable in price, where I can just buy a lot of them in bulk. Then they'll just be what I'm wearing, because I tend to wear same or similar-ish outfits every day, and this tee sort of serves as the foundation. Next up, we have the one and only vintage tee I picked up while I was in Tokyo. I know that's very disappointing considering the great selection they have out there, but I found I've sort of fallen out of interest with vintage tees over the past few months prior to my trip, and I'm more on this whole uniform of wearing the same black basic tee every day. But regardless, I picked this tee up in Koenji. I went there with my friend Yuri, and he showed me this store. I've forgotten the name, but it was in one of my vlogs, and I'll put it on the screen now for those that want to check it out. Really great store, got a great selection of pieces in there. There's a lot of other great stores nearby, and the owner's a really lovely guy. I spoke to him quite a bit. So this is just a washed out grey-black tee with a cool blue text graphic on it. I have no idea what this says. I've tried to read it a couple of times. I can't make of it. And it also has a small graphic text print on the back, which I'm not a fan of at all. But I actually plan on taking a couple inches off the t-shirt and hemming it, as it is slightly too long for me. But I picked it up regardless. I'm a big fan of how the blue contrasts with the colour of the tee. It looks great, and I haven't had the chance to wear it yet because I haven't hemmed it yet. Once I get around to that, I can definitely see this being put in the frequent rotation alongside my plain black tees. Aside from the length issue, it has a pretty standard loose fit to it. I'm not even aware if this is a vintage tee or not, because I did pick it up in a vintage store, but I can't ID it. The tag says it's made in USA, 100% cotton, and it is not single stitch. So yeah, just a nice tee with some nice colors on it. Moving on to pants now. I actually picked up 4 pairs while I was out in Tokyo. First of these is these basic trousers from, is it Comme des Garcons Home? Yeah, Comme des Garcons Home. But I picked these up in Kindle in Nakameguro. I just saw they were CDG, they were black, they fit me well, they were really cheap, like £60, and they're just a good daily pair of trousers. They've got quite a bit of wash to them already, so I'm assuming they're quite old, and I've also been wearing them to work as my daily trousers, so they've been going in and out of the wash quite a bit as they've been getting dirty. Moving on to something a bit more interesting, I picked up these pair of pants from Afix Works. Again, these are from Kindle, but this was from the Kindle in Harajuku. These are a size small. When I tried them on, I was a bit unsure that they'd fit me, but I was able to put them on and they fit me, again, quite big, surprisingly. Pants are made of a shell material with this contrast ribbing pattern fabric on the back, and these unorthodox kind of belt loops to them, which I have to use as they do fit quite big. I think they're waterproof. I guess I'll find out as the season changes here in the UK. Next up, I got 2 pairs of Levi's, the first of which being a pair of 501s in this washed black color. Again, nothing crazy. These are just a standard pair of Levi's. Okay, so moving on to something a bit more interesting. I got another pair of Levi's, this time in the 517 cut, in a nice black wash, which look almost brand new. They've definitely been worn, as they have some distressing to the bottom of them on both sides. But overall, they are in great condition, and it doesn't look like they've been washed much at all, because they still got quite a strong black color to them, which is really hard to find in a pair of 517s. Yeah, so these are made in USA. It's in size 33, 34. So slightly too big on the waist for me, and on the length, I usually go for a 32. But I like how these fit, so I've gone ahead and just left them as how they came. I was actually looking for a pair of these for the whole trip. I found these on the very, very last day. About an hour from back to my hotel to go to sleep, go to the airport the next morning. I got them in the same 2nd Street as the Levi's that I just showed, the 501s, and I was very happy to find them. It's a shame I didn't get them early in the trip, as I would have liked to wear them around Tokyo a bit. But yeah, now I'm back in the UK, I've been getting some good wear out of these. I wouldn't say they're an everyday pair for me, so when I want to go for something different with my silhouette on the bottom, rather than my typical 501s that I like to wear. Obviously made in USA Levi's, vintage, great quality, great cut. Was hunting these down for ages, and I'm so glad that I finally found a pair. Final pickup I got in Tokyo is these pair of Salomons. I believe the model of these is is the just ACS something. I have no idea. I can't remember. As you can see, I've been wearing the fuck out of these. They've got a good amount of wear and tear to them. They're just my everyday trainer at the moment. It's my first pair of Salomons. I'm a little late to the trend. I was kind of hating on them for a while. I was looking for a new pair of sneakers and I didn't want to get them. But I walked past the store when I was walking around Shibuya. I tried on a couple pairs and I really like these. I like the lacing system. It's super adjustable cord they have going on here. It's super quick and easy to get on and off. Most of the time I still slip them off, but you know, it's good to have that option. They're super comfortable as well. I was walking around Tokyo in these all the time. Been walking around London in these. They go well with like all my trousers, all my outfits. And they're just a great pair of trainers to have in my rotation. I would like to get another pair as I'm kind of wearing these to the ground and I don't want to ruin them by them just being solely my only pair of shoes that I have, or only pair of sneakers that I have right now that I like. So if I get another pair, I'll be sure to show you guys. So yeah, that pretty much concludes all of my pickups I grabbed in Tokyo. I don't think I went too crazy, but I still grabbed a good amount of stuff. I know the variation in style and color isn't too diverse or interesting, but my current wardrobe I'm trying to build is really based around the whole concept of being a uniform I can wear every day, where everything just goes on and off really easily. Everything goes with each other and I don't have to think too much. I like to see my purchases reflected that, and I like to think I made some good purchases that will be in my wardrobe for a long time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts. And thank you so much for watching.
These are so mean.
They're really nice. I was hurrying to get you a gift, and I went to this one store.
Mad guy, I hope you didn't spend
Don't worry about them. Nah, they look nice, man. I think they're your size.
Those are hard, man. I'm not even gonna shorten them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear them with a pair of boots.
Yeah.
Check these out. These are vintage Levi's, man. Originals.
Oh, which one?
517.
517s, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
These must be around at least 30 years old.
Orange
I don't remember the 517s. But yeah, I guess they with the flare, huh?
Yeah. I got myself a pair as well in black.
Cool. Mad love, bro, man. I'll
Like
never go
70s,
out myself and buy
even...
myself something like that. It's just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I wouldn't do it.
I got them in a
I
store
own a pair now.
called Roku. It's called
Roku.
Six in Japanese is Roku.
I know Roku.
Roku, yeah. I was looking for myself a pair. I got a jacket from him as well. I'll show you another time. And then
really nicely repaired. It's a zigzag stitch.
Yeah. And then I got a jacket from him. And then I went back. I was like, I gotta get Omar something, bro.
No,
it's probably the best store.
Me, you know?
It's the best store I went to in Tokyo. Roku.
Is it?
It's so good. Yeah.
Where is it?
Nakameguro.
Oh,
But I found it after
I
did you go to Nakameguro?
I didn't have time.
The weight of the denim.
I didn't have time.
They use
So
that.
nice.
They
And I was like, yeah, I gotta get these for Omar.
Oh, did you go to the capital store in Japan?
No, I went to visit them.
You went to the capital is nice.
I couldn't be asked to go to Capital.
There's
There was nothing else there, so I didn't want to
There was
go.
one in, I think I went to the one in, I think it was Ginza. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's
It's
for
fucking
Ginza.
tiny store though. It's like the size of this room.
There's like 3 of them in the
There's
area.
3, but like the stuff is insane. I saw a pair of jeans where it was all patched. There was like a Vietnam flag on the back, camel on the front, or some
You
nuts
should
thing.
have caught.
There was a belt that I was thinking about copying. But then after, I haven't even got a daily belt.